Ready?
I think so.
Right, here we go. Who's your daddy? Really? No, really? Who is that guy? Welcome to Who's Your Daddy Really, the only podcast that asks the question, when did you last bum your dad?
I forgot you said you were going to do that.
Yeah, the reason I put a little twist on that intro is because we're here for the Inbetweeners episode.
Finally.
First of all, I should probably introduce who we are.
Yes.
We usually do that. You're here with your lovely hosts, Max Jones, hello, and Joe Dwyer.
Hello.
And like I said, we're here to do the Inbetweener special.
Yeah, we've been talking about this one for a while.
Yeah.
We did Skins a few months ago.
Yeah, we're tackling all the sort of late 2000s teen shows.
Because we do these ones as video episodes. I was like, oh, what should I wear for like the Inbetweeners thing? And then I was like, oh, it's just the same exact outfit as the Skins thing, really.
Pretty much, yeah.
So then I didn't bother. Because I was
2000s England chic.
Just those little like tops with the neon and the three buttons. Jay was a big wearer of those.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for this one. I think this is going to be good.
You've been watching through it quite recently, haven't you?
I've just finished the rewatch.
Yeah. So as a rewatch, you'd seen it before?
I've seen it before. Crazy to say. I've seen the Inbetweeners before.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the main iconic show, isn't it? Of like the 2000s, of like when I was a teenager. You're a bit younger than me, so I don't know what the vibe was for you.
Yeah.
Because you sort of said you missed Skins.
Yeah, I watched both shows a few years after they'd finished. Just because I was a bit young while they were on.
So I just became old enough to watch it like as it was on.
Yeah.
So I remember like the first season, like it was up there with like Borat for like things teenagers talking about on the playground.
Hell yeah.
And then you see, you know, you do the classic thing when you're a teen. You're like, "Oh, have you seen that?" And you're like, "Oh yeah, seen bits of it." Yeah. I love it when people say, "Have you seen bits of it of a film?"
I've seen a bit, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen bits of it. What fucking bits have you seen? Did you put it in the DVD and just like skip scene?
Yeah.
I watched scene 3. Why not?
Skim through.
Bits of you either seen a bit of it, you've either missed the start or you've missed the end. You've not seen fucking bits of a movie. Shut up.
Yeah, it was a way that you could be like, yeah, I've seen it, but
don't,
you shouldn't ask me any questions.
Don't quote me on any of it. Yeah.
I probably haven't seen the bits you've seen. You're going to ask about.
It's just a straight up lie that you tell when you're a teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah, Borat. Yeah. No, I've seen bits of it. Seen that. Not that bit. No. Different bit. When he's Kazakhstan. That's cracks me up.
When he's walking around and he says the thing.
Your wife. And so on. But so I watched it. It came out, 2008? That's when it started. Yeah. So same time as Skins, exactly,
Pretty
to the bloody day. But I think it's much more our vibe.
Yes.
You know, as comics.
I was thinking about this earlier, and I was like, Skins is like the fantasy of a nerd and old man.
Yeah.
As we established. And then Inbetweeners is like, this is actually what it is.
This is the tragedy of a nerd and an old man.
The reality.
Yeah.
All the mistakes you make, the awkwardness.
Yeah, and it all ends in tears. Like, there's no, like, like Skins would be like, crazy party, oh my god, everyone's high on drugs, whereas Inbetweeners is like, I wish we could have some drugs, but like, we can't.
We can't buy any weed.
Yeah.
We can't get alcohol, so we have to improvise something.
Yeah.
We want to get girls, but we can't because we're losers.
Because we're in-betweeners, you might say. We're in between that world of being a child and being an adult.
Yeah.
Wow. And it is quite shit. What did you do when you were 17? Like, what was your like main hangout thing?
Sitting on benches smoking weed. Basically.
Yeah, a lot of... See, you were smoking weed at least. Like, I was going down to the Red Dragon Centre, RIP, down in the Bay, and we go to like the Hollywood Bowl and play pool there. But then at 7 p.m, they'd be like, IDs... And then none of us would like one of us would be like 18. We'd hope that would be like, oh, one of you's 18. You're probably all 18, I guess. Yeah. And they'd be like, nah, get out of the bar area. Now you can bowl, children, but you got to get out of this because alcohol is around you. Yeah. Then we go for a big Chinese buffet.
Ooh, spiced root or?
No, what was it called? The Oriental Garden. Again, R.I.P. Gone but not forgotten.
It's not the same now.
But obviously, like, because we were 17, you're just getting like piles of chips.
Yeah. Chicken nuggets and chips at the Chinese.
That was great.
But now it's time to focus.
But I just think, Inbetweeners, the reality of it is very similar to like being a teen. I remember that. I feel like I relate to it pretty hard.
Yeah, I think I watched both Inbetweeners and Skins when I was about like 13, 14, 15, so just before their age of the characters in the show.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, I hope it's like Skins and it's quite cool.
Yeah.
But then...
No one's ever not getting served in Skins. Yeah. They're getting served, they're overdosing, they're getting alcohol poisoning, falling off a cliff.
They're not struggling to get drugs, they're getting too many drugs.
They're struggling with how many drugs they're getting.
Yeah. Got a surplus of drugs.
God, should I take them all at once by myself? No. Stop, be sensible. Yeah, so I watched Inbetweeners. I think I saw like clips and things when it was first coming out. I say clips, what the fuck? Was I watching an Instagram reel in 2008 on my fucking iPod Touch?
You'd seen bits.
I'd seen bits. I'd heard, I'd seen the clips that they put in the adverts between episodes of like The Big Bang Theory that I was allowed to watch. But then by series 3, it had become like my parents were watching it because they like comedy.
Yeah.
And they were like, ha 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 ha. Yeah, it's like our childhoods or whatever. But they were like, no, you're too young. But then by series 3, I think I was like 14, and they were like, yeah, go on. But similar to like, I feel like other things I've seen, the reality of it when you're 14 watching Inbetweeners, you're like, whoa, they're doing big boy stuff. That's crazy. But then like having rewatched it then, it's like, in my 20s, I was like, oh, they're really like loserish.
Yeah, it's pathetic and embarrassing.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
cringe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's so many moments in it where you're just like, oh, this is not actually what it's cooked up to be.
Yeah.
Because there's an intimidating thing of like, I'm sure if I'd watched Skins when I was that age, I would be like, whoa, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. But luckily I watched Inbetweeners and I was like, whoa, that's what I'm supposed to be doing, which is like being a loser. So that was like aspirational for me as a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I should be like not getting served in the pub, not shagging any girls.
Not able to buy weed. And...
Yeah, putting myself in an exam. Like I should be, oh God, I should be doing that. That's my aspiration. And then watching it back, you're like, oh, that isn't the reality. It is a sitcom.
Yes, they've compiled all the worst things that could happen to you as a teenager into a show.
But the interesting thing about The Inbetweeners is it's originally meant to be set in the 80s. Do you know that?
No.
So it's written by Ian Morris and Damon Beasley, who are like obviously old guys, or not old, but older than 17. So they were originally talking about like their own experiences. So they were like, oh, we'll set it in the 80s because that's when it makes sense. Yeah. But then they kind of, I think, like through working with the actors and stuff, was like, oh, we'll just actually, the experiences are all the same. Yeah. And it's like, that's what gives it that like timelessness, I think. Because it's like relatable still.
Still relevant today. Wow. Yeah. 20 years on nearly.
Although everyone's like been saying stuff recently, like Simon Bird was like, couldn't make it today. Oh, yeah. You probably couldn't, I'd say.
No. You'd have to make it as a self-made thing and put it on the internet.
Yeah, do it for free on YouTube.
They wouldn't allow it on E4 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist anymore.
E4's gone.
Literally couldn't make it today.
Yeah. And I think there's a lot of,
There's vulgarity.
Yeah.
There's some words that you can't really say now.
Definitely, yeah. There's a lot of words. Name them. Name the words you can't say on the Inbetweeners.
We'll beep all that.
We'll beep them, yeah. I'd say probably like, should I just say them?
In one of the compilations, they said spastic.
Whoa. But then that's like a grey area, that one, I think.
Yeah, you're not...
I think you can't say it, but like, if you're one, you're alright. That's fine.
Yeah, it's like the N-word.
Ian Jury, he called himself. Oh, yeah. Spasticus autisticus.
On the spectrum?
Fair play to him.
He's bold and brave. What else was... Whoa. That's the end of the pod.
Just end it there, yeah, fuck it.
And cut.
But yeah, this was 2008 to 2010. It was a different time.
Different era. And I think reflects the era that I grew up in.
Yeah, you could make jokes back then.
A lot of people.
Comedy's illegal now.
Yeah, that's why this pod's not gaining traction.
Yeah.
Because you made it fucking illegal.
Yeah.
That's because of you.
We can't do what we really want to do, which is just sort of saying slurs and that.
Yeah, go woke, go broke. Unfortunately, we're so committed to being woke that we are also committed to being broke.
That's quite enough of that.
Get your ears around this. So where would you say Inbetweeners ranks for you in terms of your favourite sitcoms?
It's probably in the top 5, just because it has the nostalgia of like, I watched that at the time. I think, to be honest, right, I would say Inbetweeners might be the last like true great sitcom in the UK.
Yeah, probably.
Because I think it just comes at the time when it's like, after that, no one watches telly anymore.
Yeah. Because most comedy stuff is comedy drama, so it's like Fleabag. Yeah. It's not like pure sitcom or anything.
Yeah, the Inbetweeners is like always like story of the week. Oh, we're going to do this today. The plot happens, and in the end, it's like, oh, it's all fucked. Yeah. And then we move on next week. That sort of almost didn't matter.
More or less restarts the next week, yeah.
But you don't get those anymore, really.
Not really, no.
Like, I really liked Stathlet's Flats. But it's like, you can't like Inbetweeners, watching it back, I was like, oh, you can just quote any of this, and like most people would probably know what you're on about.
Yeah.
Whereas Stathlet's Flats is like, what? There's a show called Stathlet. What? I don't know.
It was definitely the last massive one.
Yeah, it's just at that time before we all started not watching telly in the moment, like week by week. So it'll never happen again.
We should bring back proper comedy.
We should just go back. We should just do what the fascists are telling us. Go back. Just go back to when it was great.
Yeah, make Britain great again. Used to be
we had a conversation before we started recording. We were like, yeah, like for cold audiences, we're gonna like make it like, you know, like
we're gonna get straight.
This is our, you know, shop window here. And they were just like, we want to say slurs. We don't. We actually doing this as like an ironical thing.
Irony.
If you're not understanding this though, and this is like a sort of fun ironical bit, just tune off now.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want you. You're not going to sort of come with the pod, and we don't want you. So
you don't get it, man.
Fuck off.
3. It's father time.
2. 1. Anyway, should we get into the ranking? We're going to be ranking all the skins. No, not. I keep saying skins. We're going to rank every single Inbetweeners dad.
Yeah. Who's your favourite? Who's your least favourite?
So where do you want to start? We've both seen this show, you know, semi-recently. So
are we saying there's the 4 main dads?
There's 4 main dads.
4 main boys.
Should we explain? I mean, I don't think you will have listened this far if you haven't seen the Inbetweeners, but obviously it's a coming of age thing about, you know, 4 teenage boys. They're 17. They're in 6th form.
16, 17, yeah, something like that.
Where is it set?
I think
That's a good question. It's they never really mention it, but it's like a sort of suburb of London.
Yeah, I imagine it's London adjacent.
It reminded me of like Bracknell. When we went to Bracknell, I was like, it's kind of the place. It's like they have like a little like housing estate, and it's like normal places where normal people live.
Yeah, they've mostly got like a mixture of quite posh to a non-Southern England person accents, and like, you know, Jay obviously sounds like a bit of a geezery accent.
Yeah, it might
so it
be
could
like
be London. Could
be
Essex.
Essex maybe, or like Londonish.
Yeah,
it's in that ballpark.
I think they intentionally kept it vague, so it's
more timeless, more universal. Yeah, smart bit of writing.
Yeah, they're clever.
Ian and Damon, God, you guys. Also, funny Easter egg just before we start. Ian and Morris and Damon Beasley are the names of the BBC writers that commission the sitcom in Extras. You've seen Extras, Ricky Gervais? Yeah. That's the name. The one who's like really camp and he's got like a problem with him. Interesting that, 20 years ago, Ricky Gervais got a problem with someone gay. Should have been cancelled then. Should have nipped that in the bud, shouldn't we?
Would have saved us a lot of trouble.
Yeah, but also annoyingly, Extras is quite a good show. Yeah. I do quite like it. I think
before he fell off.
Yeah, well, let's, you know, we'll credit it to Stephen Merchant. Let's, you know, just say he did it all. Any bit you like, that was Steve-O.
That was Stevie.
Any bit you think, oh, should we have cancelled him then? Big time Ricky. But yeah, they're literally the same names because I guess he knows them.
Yeah, probably.
So it's quite fun. Because as a comedy nerd, I was like, Ian Morris and Damon Beasley, what, the guys from Inbetweeners?
I know they definitely did some stuff with the Flight of the Conchords fellas as well.
That's cool.
I'm pretty sure they wrote a couple of episodes of that sitcom.
Wow. They've done it all.
Got some trivia. Yeah.
Fair play. So, what are we doing? We're
starting with 4 then.
Starting with the 4 main characters. We've got Will, we've got Jay, we've got Simon, and we've got Neil. Who's your favourite?
I think Neil.
Neil?
Yeah.
You're a Neil
I think he's
head.
the one that I consistently would laugh at the most. Him and Jay are like the funniest ones, for sure.
This is interesting, right? Because I think you're more of a, you know, Jay Neil, just coming in with the big swingers every now and again. And I feel like I'm associated more with the Simon, with the Will, giving it a lot more of this.
Yeah, I mean, they are all very funny.
All funny in their own right.
I'm not dismissing those guys.
As a team, God, they gel, you know?
Yeah,
What a foursome.
It was the Beatles of British comedy.
Literally.
I mean, that's sort of the Monty Python, but...
Yeah, but, you know, they're the Oasis.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, I think I'm associated more with the Simon, the Will, the sort of pedantic, you know, quippy, blah, 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 blah. And then you're more you hold back. You're the sweeper keeper. Yeah. You're there, picking up the mess.
Coming with a
big swing. Yeah.
Call someone gay or something.
Perfect.
Transition. So they've all got dads.
Except for Will.
Poor guy.
But everyone's got a dad, and that's why we're doing this podcast. Everyone's got a bloody dad. Yeah. Whether you like it or not. Somewhere down the line.
Yeah, I'm just intrigued. I definitely know who we're going to do 3 and 4, I think. But I'm intrigued to see which way around do you think they should go. Is it the absent father, or is it...
Well, that's the age-old question. That's why we're doing these important rankings. Yeah. Cultural criticism is important. Is it worse to not have a dad or have a shit dad? I'm gonna open the score. Should we open it with a name? Yeah. I'm gonna say Jay's dad
is the worst.
Bottom of the barrel.
I think I'd probably agree.
How would you describe Jay's dad in a word?
Pig.
Yeah.
Swine.
I've written in my notes, reform supporter.
Yeah.
I feel like he's nailed on.
He's a bit of a gammon.
Yeah, gammon, absolutely.
He's a gammon. He's a pig. He's vulgar.
He's
He's rude. He's cruel.
He's
misogynist.
sadistic. He's like the definition of like a pub bore.
Yeah.
You can just imagine him down the pub. He's the kind of guy you chat with at the bar, and you're like, oh, like nice, that's fun, like an exuberant sort of guy. Yeah. He's giving a bit of banter, and then it just turns dark, and you're like, oh god, I'm stuck with this absolute cunt now. Yeah. And he won't shut up
Starts
about
to give his views.
The boats. Yeah. You know, he's just like, we need to stop the fucking boats.
Yeah, this used to be a real country. Fucking hell.
I lived with a guy in uni who was from Essex, and he was like the soundest guy. And then he started talking about Brexit, and he was like, they could just bomb fucking Europe. Europe could tell us we're going to bomb fucking UK. And I was like, yeah, that's like democracy, isn't it? Like, there's more of them, and they could say, oh, we vote to bomb the UK, and the UK says no, but that's only one vote. And I was like, yeah, that's like anything, isn't it? Like, we could all decide to bomb, Rutland. What the fuck would Rutland do? If you're from Rutland, speak up now.
What have you got to say for yourselves?
I'm rallying the troops. We're going to bomb Rutland. But he's like that. He's a geezer.
Yeah, he's a geezer.
He wears vests.
Yeah.
He farts. He smells.
He shits. he pisses with a lot of power and splashes with Paul Will.
But he's kind of chill about it. Like, that's kind of a refreshing chillness, I think. He's just like, no, he's not uptight, you know?
Yeah, in the compilation it was like he's just being horrible to Jay the whole time.
Yeah.
And then he's sort of like, to Will, he's like, oh yeah, go and get your shoes back. He's like quite encouraging.
Yeah, he's still got a bit of fatherly charm.
Yeah.
But I think, as we've discussed in previous rankings of dads, you've got to look at who they've raised. And he has raised Jay.
Yeah, you meet Jay and you think, God, what are his parents like?
What is going on at home for this kid?
And then you see his dad and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
That's where he gets all of his traits.
Belittling him, calls him a dickhead very casually.
Talking about shagging all the time.
Yeah.
They go on that holiday to the caravan park and he's like, right, you boys going to be shagging, is it? There's loads of girls here. I'd like to have a bit of go on them, but I'm married.
Yeah. But then he's also like, because Jay's always like bragging about everything. He's a big, habitual liar.
Yes.
It's not a good trait for your kid to have, I'd say. And he's always lying about how much shagging he's doing. But then the dad's like,
yeah.
He's never shagged anyone.
He's never shagged. He's got a penciled dick.
Yeah. Dick like a McDonald's chip. It's the correct phrase. Yeah. And didn't he say something like he gets his dick from his mum or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah. I see you get your dick from your mum. She ain't got one either. He also says, women are like fairground rides. Fucking mental.
I also wrote that down.
That's quite bizarre.
Was it series 2 when Jay gets a girlfriend for a bit?
Yeah.
Completely tanked by the advice that his dad gives. He's like, I'm struggling with like jealous feelings, and he's like, you want to fucking dump her before she cracks on this guy.
Yeah.
She's obviously going to leave you for him because he's better than you because you're a fucking arsehole. It's not what you should be doing, fellas.
That's not good fatherly advice.
And this is what we're saying in terms of like, is it better to just have no dad giving you no advice whatsoever, or you come to your dad. You think, I'm having a bit of girl trouble, and he's like, just fucking go nuclear.
Yeah.
Just destroy the whole thing.
End it.
Any shred of a relationship you could have salvaged from here, just blow it up. I'm going to say no, and that's why he's down the bottom.
Yeah, he's down the bottom. He also says, in front of all Jay's friends, he says, the only pussy he's touched is his mum's when he fell out of it. See you later. And then he swiftly exits the caravan.
Yeah.
I just think that's quite good.
What?
Comedy, I don't know. To say an outrageous line and then see it.
Yeah.
I love when sitcom characters do that.
Nice. Well, we'll see that when you write your sitcom.
Anything else? He calls Jay's girlfriend a pig.
He does call her a pig, and then again, it's the casualness of like the way he says everything. Because Jay's like, "Oh, I'm talking about this girl again." And he's like, "Oh, back with a pig then, are you?" It's like, bro.
Oh no, he's like having relationship trouble, and he's like, "Oh, you dumped the pig then."
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I actually love her. Oh, you're back with a pig.
Yeah. He's a nasty man, isn't he? Yeah. God. And we also got to look at like the economics of it. This is because the criteria is like, how good a kid have you raised? Are you providing for your child as a dad? And like being emotionally intelligent.
Nice guy, yeah.
He's pretty much a 0 on the emotional intelligence.
He's getting low on all.
His commitment to the bit is impressive, but it's like, come on, man, your son's like, he's drowning out there in the emotional wilderness.
He clearly has a wit because he's able to sort of formulate these quite good lines. off the cuff, but he's using it for evil.
Yeah, he's like, what's the funniest thing I can say to take down my son in this moment? Like, tears are brewing in his eyes, you know? And he's like, you're a fucking cunt, mate.
Yeah, your girlfriend's a pig, you got a small cock.
It's like, bro,
you're useless.
Come on, be vulnerable for a second with your own son.
There's also a bit where Jay asks if they're going to take the dog to the graveyard when they're visiting.
Yeah.
And he said, and Jay's like, but he likes the fresh air. And then his dad says, so do my bollocks, but doesn't mean I take him out in graveyards. And then
it's a good line, to be fair.
It's similar to the other one because he says that, and then as he's walking out, he's like, dickhead.
Yeah.
I like a little a line as they're exiting.
Yeah.
See you later. Or
again,
dickhead.
The casualness of the way he calls him a dickhead. It's just like it's like water. It's just coming out of his mouth so easily. Yeah. I
also like the scene when he thinks that Neil's dad is a vicar.
What's that one? I don't remember that one.
Maybe they snuck a bit from one of the films in there or something.
Yeah.
But he's like, who's this, the fucking vicar? And he's like, I'm not a vicar. No.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you gay then or what? And then he's like, no, I'm not a vicar, I'm not gay. And he's like, yeah, I know you're not, because obviously he came out your pipe, pointing to Neil.
Yeah.
And then he's like, you just seem like a gay vicar.
He does, to be fair.
He does.
But more on him later, Jesus. Yeah. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Anything else to say about him? The other thing from the final episode I saw, this is when they do the texting game, they text each other, so they do phone pass or whatever. And he says from Jay's phone, text his dad saying, just thinking of you, I'm in the bath and I'm hard. And then he says, we were right to send you to that shrink. So to be fair, you know...
They tried to fix him.
Trying to fix whatever the fuck is going on with that kid.
But also responsible for the problem in the first place.
I think, yeah. Look inside yourself before you're asking some shrink to sort it out.
Yeah. You need a shrink, Mr. Cartwright.
Yeah. So he's at the bottom. Number 4.
He's also got bowel issues.
He has, but let's not slag him off for that.
Who hasn't?
Transition. And obviously, yeah, providing he works on a building site or something, he's got like a firm, so maybe he's doing all right. Probably cash in hand, tidy sum, but then he's using it to go on holidays in a caravan. So jury's out, really. But they live in the same area, so I think they're all pretty much doing the same. Yeah. They're living in the southeast of England, so got to be something going on.
But he's a bad man.
Fourth place.
What's that? What's blue bronze?
Nothing.
He's
medal.
Nothing.
No medal at all. Right, what are we saying for third place then?
I was wondering if you'd want to put Will's dad here.
Yeah, what do we think about Will's dad?
I don't recall. Is he actually in the show at all?
He is in the show. He does make an appearance.
There wasn't a compilation.
He wasn't in the compilation. It's in the Inbetweeners movie. Right. Now, I'm a lot less familiar with the Inbetweeners movie. I've seen the show probably like 3 or 4 times through. We had it on DVD. It was in the era where you still bought DVDs of things. Yeah. And I used to watch it a lot as like a teen. I was really into it. But then the movies came out when I was 18 and it was like, I'm over that now. Not an Inbetweener anymore. Fuck that.
I'm an adult.
I once saw it in the cinema in Newport, in the Riverfront, shout out to the Riverfront, but it had no sound. Something had gone wrong. So we watched the first 10 minutes of the Inbetweeners movie, silent. And we were like, watching it, me and my friend was like, is this like a stylistic choice?
You have to lip read.
Yeah, it was obviously not, but we were just like, is this good? And like everyone else in the cinema was like not going out to be like, there's no sound.
Yeah, it's harkening back to the days of Charlie Chaplin and Buster Keaton.
Yeah, it's actually an homage to the silent era. But it wasn't, it was just fucked up. So actually, I take that shout out back, Riverfront Theatre. Sort your bloody sound out. Yeah. They've had 10 years. Come on. Anyway, no, he does appear in one scene, Will's dad, in the movie, and then he's played by Anthony Head. R.I.P.
Rest in peace. Died recently.
Basically, yeah, he's just in it for like 1 minute. Will goes to meet him, and he's like, "Oh, Dad, I'm going to uni or whatever." And he basically seeks a bit of advice from his dad, but his dad's too busy like honking on his very young girlfriend's boobs or whatever. I might have made that up. He has a very young girlfriend. She's like 20, and Will's like 18, which is a bit weird. But it's Anthony Head, so you know he's a fucking player. Let's be real. Yeah. Basically, it's like he's a cool guy. He's too cool for Will. The general vibe is that Anthony Head thinks Will is like a weird, annoying loser.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like hinting, he's like, oh, well, you know, he's like, oh, well, you're weird and autistic or whatever. And then Will's like, no, I'm not. And then it's like, well, he's kind of clocked him, I think. Yeah. But yeah, Will's asking for like advice about his uni. And he's like, do whatever, bro. He gives a vibe of like rich blowhard who like doesn't give a fuck.
Everything's just gone well for him in his life, so he doesn't have any advice.
Why have problems? Like just you know,
fucking do it, man.
Money's an energy, and it flows to me. Yeah, so that's his vibe. And also he didn't invite Will to his wedding, so I think he's sort of moved on from having a son.
Yeah,
I think
disowned his son.
Kind of
not great.
Yeah, not going to do well. And I mean, we look at Will as a character. Quite annoying.
Yeah, I mean, if your son turned out like that, you'd be a bit like, I'm out of here.
When do you think he knew? When was the moment?
Late primary school, maybe.
Yeah. This one's
Doesn't
annoying.
seem to be growing out of this.
He's stuck at the annoying kid level.
Yeah.
Twerp.
He's never going to stop.
Yeah. But he was paying for him to go to private school, but then he stopped and he gave up. That's why Will ends up at the comprehensive.
I imagine he was a good provider for a number of years, but just sort of cut loose.
Cut him loose, got a young girlfriend, never look back. Don't back down, double down.
Yeah. It's not great optics, but I think it's better than Jay's dad, who's just like psychologically destroying him at every opportunity.
Yeah. Do we think about the siblings as well? Because Neil and Simon definitely do.
Neil's got a sister. Simon's got the younger brother.
Yeah. But Will's definitely only child. Only child vibes, anyway.
Yeah.
I think Jay is as well.
Yeah.
Because we could also think, what are the kids doing? The other kids. But not for Will, because he's the only one. And he's been pretty terrible.
He's a briefcase wanker.
He's a wanker. He's raised by an absent father. Not looking good for him.
Yeah.
So he's third place.
Yeah. He gets the bronze for being absent.
Hey, sometimes you got to cut loose and just be like, look, I can't fuck it up anymore if I'm over here.
I'm going to go over here and be rich and shag a 20-year-old.
A life lesson for some. I'm going to raise... What do you think about Neil's dad?
Ooh, I would have put him maybe number one.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just because... Actually, maybe not.
Okay, well, let's argue it, right? So Neil's dad.
Yeah, I was just thinking because he's a bit sort of neutral in terms of actually doing stuff. This is from my memory and from the compilation. Obviously, maybe there's more stuff. But he just, I don't know, he just seems to get abuse.
He is much maligned, Neil's dad. Everyone calls him gay. Even the parents think he's gay in that episode where they claim that Neil's dad touched them.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's done it! I thought he'd never score from that angle.
That is an unorthodox dad touch. And they're pointing to the doll, and then everyone's like, oh, well, just because he's gay
doesn't make him a paedophile. He's like, I'm not gay. And then he's like, I'm not a paedophile.
He's played very well. I don't know who that guy is, but
I think it's like Alexander McQueen, is his name.
Oh, yeah.
He's good in a lot of stuff. He's good in the thick of it as well. And Hunderby.
Hunderby? What's that?
That's one of, what's her name? Julia Davis.
Oh, sure.
That's one of her things.
It's good. He pops up in a lot of British comedy.
Always doing the exact same thing, but...
Oh, does he just do that?
Yeah, he's just the same character pretty much.
Yeah,
and everything, but
posh, softly spoken. He does seem like a vicar, because I was like, he could have played the vicar in This Country. Have you seen This Country?
No, I haven't actually.
Oh, you should watch This Country. Yeah. One of the main characters is a vicar, and he's very similar, sort of sweet, softly spoken, bald guy.
But yeah, the reason I would have maybe put him number one is because there wasn't any sinister vibes from him I didn't really pick up.
Yeah, so I would say, I mean, is he gay? That's the question.
I think he probably...
Not that I'm and that's a sinister vibe, but
he can't be number one if he's gay.
I don't think he is. I think he just seems a bit gay.
I think he's just fruity.
I think it's that thing of when you're a teen and a random thing can happen and then it just becomes this thing. It's oh, your dad's gay.
Yeah.
When it's just based on the fraction of knowledge your mates have.
I mean, he is quite, camp
he's effeminate. He plays badminton, so, case closed in a way. But there was a man who came to his house and everyone's like, oh, he's fucking that guy.
He's fucking that little Asian man.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, and then they're all drunk and then Will's he's fucking... What's he? Something he's fucking Mr. Chippy over here.
Yeah. What's he going to do? Build a closet for you to hide in?
Yeah. Pretty good line, to be fair, considering he's 17 years old and drunk.
And then Neil's dad's I'm not a fan of your lip. And then Will's oh, you'd like my lip, wouldn't you? Wrapped right around your bell end.
Is that when he calls him a bumder after that? Yeah.
Shouldn't say that.
Couldn't be done today, I don't think.
No.
Couldn't be done. They'd be celebrating him today. They'd be going on a march for him. It's good for you, man. And he'd be don't go on a march, I'm not gay.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I'm not gay, I'm not a vicar, I'm not a paedophile.
But yeah, what have I got for him? I think he's a bit of a mixed picture, right? Because I think emotional intelligence, he's sort of okay.
Yeah.
But then Neil, I don't think is, even if he was the perfect, like, he's given great emotional advice for Neil, I don't think he's going into Neil's head.
No. There's a case of, like, Neil's obviously very lazy, doesn't care about school, and Neil's dad's just like, oh, Neil.
Yeah, he's like,
but rather than actually,
FIFA, and he's like, are you revising for your exams? And then he's like, oh yeah, put up that shelf.
Is that for your exam? It's half of it, and then he just leaves and goes to play badminton. So it's a bit like, you could actually try and do something. Maybe say turn off the Xbox. Yeah,
he's quite neutral, but he's quite strict as well. He gives sort of like evangelical Christian vibes. Yeah. You know, he's sort of wearing a sweater vest. He's sort of posh. Yeah, he has a strict exterior, but in terms of action, he doesn't really seem to do much. No, he's quite passive. Yeah. So that's why I'm putting him. I don't think we could put him at the top because it's like he's just kind of neutral. He's a single dad, so that's something. Yeah, he's ploughing on. He stepped up because Neil's mum just seems to have disappeared. Yeah. Do we ever find out anything about her? We know nothing about Neil's mum, but it's weird because then I'm like, because when he has a party, he doesn't say like, "Oh, my dad." He always says like, my parents or whatever, but then his mum is just gone. I think that's like alluded to a few times. Probably ran off with someone more straight. Whoa. She was like, this guy's too gay. Yeah, he's a bit too much of a gay vicar paedophile. For me. And cut. But Neil's birthday episode, he's only allowed 10 friends. And it's funny because it's like, we don't have 10 friends because it's a sitcom. We have 3. You have the 4 friends who you're friends with. But then he's like, yeah, I'm only allowed 10 friends. This is like kind of sad. Yeah. And then like his birthday present was the party, which is like lame. Yeah. He's kind of like that. He wants stuff. But then he gets a motorbike, and then Jay crashes the motorbike. So he gets a... Oh, no, but that was a gift from his mum. Oh. That's law. See, this is why you got to do the rewatch. She's, from a distance, she's... Yeah, because they drive somewhere far away to get the motorbike, and Jay's like, I'll drive it back to our zone. So it's a gift from his mum. Yeah, there you go. So his mum's like flashing the cash. Yeah. But his dad, you know, is bloody holding the household together because he's got a sister as well. He's got 2 kids. Raising 2 kids. Had 2 kids and worked 3 jobs. What's that song? I don't even know. Yeah, so he's maybe strapped for cash. I think he's coded as a bit more working class. Even though he sounds really posh, I think because Neil is like more working class coded than the others. Yeah, there's that bit where Neil asks for money and his dad's like, cash is tight at the moment. Yeah. Have £10 but don't spend it on the fruit machine. I think it's just a vibe. Can't promise that, I'm afraid. Yeah. So I think that's the vibe. So, you know, how well is he raising Neil? He's doing his best. Yeah. God love him. But, you know, he is raising Neil because we have to talk about Neil as well. Yeah. I think he'll be all right. He seems like a guy who'll just be all right. Yeah, he's got good intentions. He's not a sinister geezer. He's sweet. He's got nothing going on in his life. Quietly successful. Yeah. Because like any time, like Will's always striking out with people and then he's just like, oh yeah, I shagged her. Yeah. But he's keeping it humble. So actually fair play. Skip ahead. Doesn't he impregnate 15 seconds. At one point? Was that in a film? No, he gets chlamydia from her. That's in the final episode. Mixed up. Spoilers, the Inbetweeners. We should have put a spoiler right at the start. Oh. Skip the entire episode. Yeah. I'm sure you're only watching if... I think so. I think Inbetweeners. That'll be fine. There's that bit where he walks in his pants when all the people are there and he's like, what must you think of me? Racing around the house in my briefs like we're at some sort of Roman orgy. Yeah, and he's just really not doing any favours to himself beating the gay allegations with those kind of statements. In my briefs. Yeah, talking about Roman orgies. You know, come on, bro. But he doesn't know, I suppose, about it. Well, he does, because the parents, he knows exactly what he's doing. It's very calculated and very manipulative. Bad guy. So that's why I'm saying he's number 2. I can get behind it. So that's number 2. Neil's dad, Silver second medal. Place. Well done, Neil's dad. Fair play to him. Is he named? Yes, his name's Kevin. Kevin. So, you know, good dad Kevin. Name. You know, you need to talk about Kevin. Name. But that before we do number 1. Oh yes, you've got. I want to do a rant. I'm pissed off. Well, he's thrown his notebook down. Dad rants. Yeah, we wanted to crack on with the episode first. We normally do like dad rants and we do dad updates and we talk about our dads and stuff on the pod. But we thought let's get straight to the content.
Yeah.
For the good people who are watching and listening. But I have a rant since I saw you last, since we last recorded. I think I went to the worst chip shop in Newport.
Whoa.
This place is the shittest restaurant in Newport, full stop, I think.
That's saying something.
Yeah.
Presumably.
So, I lived in Newport for 20 years. I think Newport, good place. Got some good chip shops. Shout out to Beaners in the Handpost. Good people at Beaners.
Beaners.
Yeah, Beaners, man. They're good. Beaner.
How's that spelled?
I wouldn't like to tell you. I don't know.
Is it
I think
the
it's
word?
B-I, like bin.
Right.
Like where you put the wrapper at the end. And then with an A.
Okay.
Beaner.
Beaners.
And then
so it's like a name.
Apostrophe S, like Beaners.
Rather than B-E-A-N-E-R.
Yeah, it's not a slur.
A Mexican slur.
Imagine it was just some white guy called like Dave. It's like, welcome to Beaners Chip Shop. Yeah.
Or it could be like their specialty is beans on chips.
Could be, yeah. They just chuck beans all over everything. It's like
The beaner.
It's like the Newport version of Smack Barn P Wet. Yeah. But I think I found the worst chip shop in Newport and I'm pissed off about it, right? So I did a preview of my Edinburgh show in Newport, which was very nice. Very rare hometown gig for me. I'm doing an Edinburgh show in a couple of months. It's going to be very exciting. I'm doing previews, going all over the place. I was like, brilliant, hometown show. Did it in the Phyllis Maud down in Peel, which is a great little bit of urban regen. This is my city planning credentials coming out. Nice thing, it used to be a public toilet, right? And they've made it out into like a music performance space. It's about the size of this living room. And it's got like a mezzanine. A really nice space, really cool. But the only issue with it is in the bottom end of Peel, which is like the sort of the rougher end of town, I would say. You basically go down Newport High Street and then you keep going and then it gets like weird. It gets odd and it's right at the bottom of that end of that street and it's just a public toilet block that I assume was like derelict for years and they were like, we need to do something, we need to like revitalise Peel. Yeah. And that's what they did. They were like, what we'll do is we'll get a sort of strange like musician man to like live in this toilet and then organise events. I think he lives there. He said he lived there at the gig and I was like, funny joke. But then someone else told me he does live there. So I think he's like a cool guy. He's like a sort of Jack Sparrow kind of, you know what musicians are like. He's like that. He's got like bangles on and festival wristbands and he's like living in there, up in the mezzanine.
Living in a toilet.
Yeah, booking acts. It's pretty cool. So the preview went well, but I was really starving after the preview. So after it was done, I was like, right, I'm going to get some food. I'm absolutely starved. I need to just get the first place I see I'm going in. Just want to get a bag of chips, fish and chips. Let's go. So I walk down and then I'm on the like main high street of Peel. And I go in the first place. There's two places. One was called like the Chip Stop. And I thought, that's great. But like 2 doors up from that was a place called Alicia's. I'm going to name them. I'm not fucking shy about this. Alicia's Fish and Chips in Peel. Go fuck yourself. 2 doors up from the Chip Stop. I don't know what came over me. I just thought I couldn't even go. I was crawling. My stomach was. I was like Chewbacca.
Please, I need chips.
Literally, right? And chips are my fuel. Diet Coke and chips is how I live as a traveling comedian. I needed my chips and I needed them now. I couldn't go those 2 doors to Chip Stop. I wouldn't have made it, guys. So I went in Alicia's and I thought this would be nice. Supporting a local business. Well, here I am tearing one down because they've ruined it.
Well,
we go in, right? It's like Saturday night at 9 p.m. You're thinking, this is when, if you're a chip person, this is when you go to work. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like you're zipping up your overalls. You're getting down there for a shift at the bloody chip fat fryer. Come on. This is your time. This is your fucking World Cup. This is 3 p.m. on a Saturday for a footballer. What the hell are you doing? Saturday night, 9 p.m., right? You can see they got orders coming in, Just Eat, Deliveroo, guys are coming in, collecting shit. Stuff's happening. There's like a big queue. There's a policeman in there, so you know it's legit. The police are, not going to go to some dodgy place unless they're doing it to scope it out. I don't know. Yeah.
But they'd probably be undercover if they were doing that.
Yeah, but he's in his full, fucking...
high vis.
Yeah, he's highly visible. I saw him straight away. So I go in. It looks like there's a queue, right? No one's taking any orders. There's 3 people at the counter. There's 2 people who seem like a married couple. Don't know if they are. But they just give the vibe of like they're sort of a little bit bickering going on there. They're almost sort of running the chip shop separately. It's almost like they're sort of both rented the chip shop for the day, and they're just sort of doing. One of them's doing orders and like taking orders and then putting them in the fryer and then taking them out, doing all of it, and then the other one's doing the exact same thing. There's no sort of like separation. No one's like taking the orders and then calling them to a chef. You've worked in kitchen, you know how it works.
Yeah.
You've got to split these things up. You can't be all doing your own thing. It's never going to work like that.
You need to work as a team.
Yeah. Then there's also sort of an old guy who keeps coming out and then like start cooking like naans, and he's like, "Any naans?"
No.
We're like, "No,
It's a
there's chips down here."
Mostly chips and fish.
Yeah. Then there was also like a really drunk guy next to me who kept like bumping into me, and he was like reading the menu and then like dropping on the floor and being like, "Oh, sorry." It like fell on the policeman's shoe, and he was like, "Can I? Do you want me to get that?" And then it was like so weird. This guy was just like out of it. And then the policeman got his chips and he went on his way. No one had taken our order. And then the guy next to me, who I thought was like in the front of the queue, he's then like, "Mate, I've been waiting fucking like an hour." And I was like, okay, he's drunkard. He doesn't have a concept of time. This guy's a moron. And he was like, I only want like chicken kebab, which takes, 5 seconds?
You'd think so. Yeah. Shave it off the elephant's leg.
Yeah, literally. It's like, how long could that possibly take? Like, just do it, It doesn't look like they were like snowed under. I just thought, yeah. Anyway, but I was like, maybe he's been a moron. He's not been waiting that long.
Yeah.
And then, then they like did it for him, and then he was like, "Oh no, I ordered that and chips," and they were like, "Nah, bro, you didn't." And I was like, "This guy's a moron, I guess." I was like, chalk it up to like, this guy's the idiot. But actually, I think he had a point, because the rest of my experience is terrible. Finally, someone was like, "Yeah." After like, I've been in there for like 5 or 6 minutes by that point. No one's even like said hello. Should have gone those 2 doors to chip stop, I swear to God. But I go, "Yeah, can I get fish and chips?" And then I was with my partner, and then I thought, basically, what happens in a, you're in a normal queue. Usually, you see 2 people come in, and you take their one order to pay, and then I'd say probably 2 seconds between you go, "Yeah, thanks a lot." You look to the next person and you go, "What's your order?" No?
Or you would have initially asked, "Are you ordering together and paying?"
You might have, yeah. No,
that's probably what I would have done first.
Didn't even seem to ask about that. They're just like, "Who's even here for chips? I don't care."
Do you want naan?
The guy's like, "Naans?" Literally, right? So then I'm waiting. Another like fight, and then it's the weird thing of like, you don't want to start throwing your weight around. Like, we didn't then get our second order done for like another 5 minutes. It's really weird.
Yeah.
You think, oh, maybe they're busy with something. You don't want to bother them. It's, big time for them. You think, oh, we'll just leave it. They just go for another 5 minutes. They're just like milling about, and then they're like doing my fish and chip, and then she wanted fish and chips as well. So what they should have been doing is just, it could have banged them out as one.
Yeah, you could surely do multiple pieces of fish at once.
Yeah.
Is the better way to do it.
So what happens then is it's still about 15 minutes, right? I mean, it's a chip shop at 9 p.m. on a Saturday. You should be slinging those things out. It should be getting them ready. Like, I appreciate sometimes you want to cook a fish fresh, but this wasn't particularly fresh fish.
Batch cook it and have it in the hot hold.
For decades we've set this up, and I just think, come on, you know this, right? You know what you're doing. If you're a fish and chip shop, it's not fucking rocket science. I appreciate it's complicated. You bring your kebabs, bring your naans into the mix, but
keep it simple.
This is your bread and butter. This is your chip buddy. This is it. So anyway, I get mine, and they're just like, there you go. The other one, and then I can see she hadn't even put the fish in. So I'm there with my hot fish, desperate for food. I'm like melting. I can't even do anything. I can't even think a thought at this point. I'm melting, I'm dying, and I've got my fish and chips. And then they haven't even started the second fish and chips. I reckon I was in there for like 45 minutes total.
Christ.
Useless. So avoid that place.
Yeah, you should only be in a chip shop for that long if it's like a sit-in.
It's crazy. I could have driven back from Newport to Cardiff and just got chips like in my local fish and chip shop straight away. Albury Fish Bar. Good people.
Yeah, pretty good. Was it even like cheap or anything, or?
No, it was quite expensive.
Fish and chips is quite expensive now.
It is quite expensive. Yeah.
Which is mad.
I got so incensed. This is why it's a dad rant. I got so upset that I wrote a review on Google.
Oh my God.
They've got 2.2 stars on Google, so it's not looking good for you guys already.
Yeah, it's not like you've brought it down.
I've really not. I give him 1 star, so I have brought it down slightly from 2.2. I left a review, and I started my review in very like dad fashion. I said, I normally never leave reviews.
But I just couldn't help myself on this occasion.
I've had such a bad experience in this fish and chip shop. Yeah.
I've been forced. So other people know what I've been through.
My arms were tied. My hand has been twisted.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, sometimes it is worth looking at Google reviews.
Yeah, but this is
if
a
you'd
thing.
seen 2.2 stars, you'd be like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was weird that the AI overview, though, for the fish and chip shop said that this place is consistently praised for its friendly service and massive portions. I don't know who they've sucked off at OpenAI, but that's not right.
Was it decent?
It was fine. It was just fine. Cold and congealed by that point. Yeah. It seemed like they hadn't as well, like, the fish, when it comes straight out of the fryer, you want to let that sit on the rack for a minute, let the fat drain off a little bit. Yeah. Come on. It's
the basics.
It's not hard. It's really,
What they should do, get rid of the naans, get rid of the kebabs. For a bit, literally just do chips and like cod.
Yeah.
Just so you can get the basics down.
Yeah.
Then move on to pies.
Yeah,
maybe a rotisserie chicken
as you go. Yeah, Beaners, a very big rotisserie chicken thing in the window, which I always thought was really fun.
Classic Beaners.
Yeah, good people. So anyway, yeah. If you're in Newport, don't fucking go to Alicia's Fish and Chips.
Yeah.
Go Beaners.
Maybe we should get Environmental Health to go there.
We should.
Not that you mentioned anything.
We should get our pod audience to like review Bob. We should start throwing our weight around as podcasters. Yeah. Come on.
We've got a bit of influence now.
Let's go.
We can change the world.
Truly.
Dad rants.
Anyway.
Back to the Inbetweeners.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
It's okay, man. That's it. I'm over it.
Yeah.
I've got that out. It's cathartic.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you for listening.
It's okay. I'm here.
So we got to conclude this ranking, eh? I think before we do that as well, honourable mention, I don't think he's his father, but Mr. Gilbert.
Greg Davis.
Greg Davis's breakout role.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. I think someone in the production team like saw him at an open mic or something. Not an open mic, like probably like quite a nice pro gig in a club in London, but for the story, open mic. And they were like, that guy, we've got our Gilbert.
Yeah, and then, maybe he was doing stand-up about being a teacher maybe as well.
Well, exactly, he used to be a teacher.
He was a teacher at IRL, which made him so good at the role.
Mm. It's really weird that he was a drama teacher and he's 6'7", because my drama teacher was 6'7", and I always think like, yeah. Even though like it's not a thing that it's not common that drama teachers
Definitely
are 6'7". It's just, like
not.
highly unusual. But like the most famous drama teacher was 6'7". Weird, isn't it? Weird how these things happen. But yeah, Mr. Gilbert, how would you think? Would you want him to be your dad?
I don't know. I imagine he's different at home.
Oh, do you think it's just because of the kids? He's like,
yeah, I think maybe I would imagine he's different around the school kids because he's supposed to be the head teacher. He's got to put his foot down.
Yeah.
Maybe at home he's a bit more chill.
Mm. Yeah, I think. I mean, he's intimidating, isn't he?
Yeah, I wouldn't want my dad to be 6'7".
Yeah,
and look like Greg Davis as well because he's quite a.
Yeah, he's got a scowl on him.
Yeah.
He's
he's got those eyebrows and
did something wrong, you'd be like,
he'd
God.
look at you and you'd be like,
yeah, you'd be quaking.
Yeah.
Cheers, Phil.
So no, I probably wouldn't want him.
Yeah.
As my dad.
Where would you put him if like, from what we've seen in the show? I think I'd maybe put him below Neil's dad.
Yeah.
Just because like he's not that pleasant to the children.
Yeah.
He's quite mean to Will. Like he threatens him a number of occasions with like, he's like, I'll fuck up your UCAS form if you don't tell me this like quite trivial thing.
And doesn't he like just laugh in the parents' faces when...
Oh yeah, when Will gets chucked in the lake by those like mechanics, which I think probably justified. Will was kind of a twat to them.
Yeah.
But he's also a child, and then they throw him in the lake, and then he's just like, brilliant.
Yeah, he's just like pissing himself.
Yeah. And I mean, Will's never even supposed to go to the mechanic because he was like...
Yeah, it's a mix-up.
Yeah, he was like, can't or won't. And he was like, does it matter? So he's quite mean and sadistic.
Yeah.
So yeah, actually, he's like a third place honourable mention.
Transition.
Nice. Any other honourable mentions? I've just remembered Simon's girlfriend. They meet her parents very briefly. It's literally one scene.
Mm.
And his dad, she's like, oh, my dad's quite traditional. And he comes out, he looks like a sort of ex-army guy.
Yeah.
And then he sees that honk if you want a blowjob bumper sticker. And then he's like, oh yeah, I'm trying to get a less crap car. And they're like, because they're like, oh, we don't like swearing.
Oh, the swear, yeah.
And he's like, what,
so
crap?
amazing.
Is crap a swear word? Crap. Really, crap. And they're like, oh. Yeah. Where would you put him? He seems like a twat, to be honest.
Yeah, probably put him quite low.
He's probably better than Jay's dad.
Yeah.
Maybe better than Will's dad. Maybe not, actually. I think it's kind of oppressive.
Hard to say from one
to
scene.
being so strict.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, they're really strict. Because I think they don't go to her house because they're like, oh, too strict.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I just find it weird, like, strict parents. It freaks me out. It's like, whoa, chill out. Anyway, we got to get to number 1.
Yeah, there can only be one.
There can only be one.
There's only one left. Simon's dad.
Simon's dad.
Mr. whatever.
Simon seems to not have a second. Jay is so Jay Cartwright.
Jay Cartwright. Will Mackenzie. Neil Sutherland.
Sutherland, yeah.
Simon Bird is who plays Will
Yeah,
Mackenzie.
it's confusing. Anyway, Simon's dad.
Simon's dad.
So
Yeah,
you were reticent to put him to number 1?
Yeah.
Why is that?
The main reason I didn't want to put him at number 1 is because of when Simon and his girlfriend are kissing in his room, and then Simon's parents burst in and like, you need to leave the door open, and then Simon's dad is like, yeah, so I can see all the good stuff.
Yeah, but that's just like a dad joke. That's just chill.
Is it?
It's like
But it's joking that you're
Okay.
gonna watch your child have sex.
Yeah, when you explain a joke, you do ruin it a little bit. He's doing like a vulgar dad joke.
But that's what it is.
Yeah, it is that. And then he says, "Oh, go away, you sad old man." Simon has like anger issues, to be fair as well.
Sure. Yeah, I'm also thinking of who he's raised, and Simon has emotional difficulties.
Simon, has emotional problems actually. I think his dad's like chill. His dad's the most like chill, cool dad.
He's definitely got the most positive dad moments.
Yes.
In terms of like, he gives quite good advice.
He does.
He also has that scene where he like telling him about his job thing where they have to move, and he's like, I love you so much. And all that. It's like,
he's actually nice
got the
to
highest
his
peak
kid.
of dad.
Yeah.
And he buys Simon a car.
He does. It's a shit car, but he buys him a car. He does at one point. So his main character trait is he's a sexual deviant. I would say he's a perverted dad. Like, he's not, but that's sort of nice in a way. Like, his relationship with his mum is like, you know, he's still turning it on.
It is nice, but you can keep it under wraps.
Yeah, maybe just
in front of your son and his son's friends.
Yes,
because that is highly embarrassing.
Yes,
like your mum and I do it all over the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, at the end when he's like, "Oh yeah, I had this thing with a girl, but it never worked out," and he was like, "Oh, that's a shame." Like, relatable, and then he's like, "Yeah, she was frigid." Then your mum came along. She was a fucking goer. It's like, fair play. Yeah. I feel like every scene he's in, he does turn it quite sexual.
Yeah, it starts off quite nice, and then he's like, yeah that bit where I think his parents are getting divorced.
What, Simon's parents?
Yeah.
They're having a bit of trouble.
They have a bit of trouble, and he's like staying in a hotel.
Yeah.
And then he's like, they have quite a touching scene where he's like, "Oh, I don't have anyone else to talk to." And all
yeah.
that. But then he's like, "Oh yeah, can I borrow your laptop? Because the movies up there are a bit soft." If you know what I mean.
Yeah, okay, he is fully perverted, yeah. He's fully perverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when feels like out of character though. I mean, obviously it's like a sitcom, but like, you know, the characters aren't going to have too much of an arc like you have for a minor character. But it is weird that he's like, "Oh yeah, me and your mum are great," and then they're suddenly like, "We're having a break." Yeah. But I guess if you've got an intense relationship, like they seem to,
yeah, ups and downs,
you know, because then at the end of that episode, he's in her like kimono, being like, "Can I have some condoms?" While they're playing FIFA, you know. He's an exuberant guy. I think he's a chill guy. And he's providing for them. He's doing all right. He's moving to Swansea to keep the family together, keep them afloat.
He's fighting for him.
He's fighting for him. He's fighting for his relationship. He's doing the things he's got to do. He's saying, "Hey, we're taking a break. You know, I'm living in the hotel." He's not like being a horrible man. He's not
lashing out
like Will's dad. He's not getting out of there finding a new model. He's saying, "Come on, we got to work on this thing." So fair play to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting when he's at the hotel though, but he's just like, because what does that mean? He's like, "I haven't got anyone else to talk to apart from you boys." It's like, oh, no male friendships in your life.
Yeah,
come on, bro. Sad for him. But that's not an issue with him as a dad, I suppose. Really, aside from that, and Simon's brother seems kind of chill. Yeah, he doesn't seem to have the same anger problems that Simon does.
He seems more normal.
Yeah, he's a bit sarky, but Simon is a really weird character though when you think about him, because like, what is his character? He hasn't really got one apart from like he gets really angry.
He's definitely the one. When I first watched it, I didn't really like him at all.
Yeah.
Now I recognise that he's really funny.
Yeah,
But
he's sort of the main one, so he doesn't really get like Will's the main one, but is like quite flavoursome. So Simon's like the everyman character, I think.
yeah, but he sort of gets angry, goes on rants. Obviously, his main arc is with Carly. He sort of unrequited love.
Oh, that was a fun thing about. So Anthony Head plays Will's dad, and Carly is played by Emily Head, which is his daughter.
Whoa,
A little bit of trivia.
small world.
Yeah. So I guess that's probably why he plays him, because like Carly's like being involved with them, and then she's like, "I'll just call my dad, get him involved. Come on, Dad, come on, be in the Inbetweeners, bro." So that's nice. But I think Simon's Dad's number one. I think he's doing well.
Yeah, for me it was like there's a definite 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Yeah,
But it's just this. I would agree with 3 and 4, definitely. But yeah, 1 and 2 I was a bit like Simon's Dad's got the bigger peaks and troughs.
Yeah.
Whereas Neil's dad is sort of just neutral.
I would say like Simon's dad's better because like you could talk to him about stuff and he'd be like, "Yeah, tell me anything."
Yeah.
You know? Whereas Neil's dad, I think, would be like, "Oh, I don't know.
I don't know about that. I'm going to play badminton.
Yeah. So I think he's a bit more reserved.
Right.
So I'm going to give it to Simon's dad.
Yeah. Simon's dad, number one dad in the Inbetweeners.
Bang.
It's official.
Yeah. Any parting thoughts?
No. I think I might. I'm quite keen to rewatch the Inbetweeners, to be honest.
It's a solid rewatch. I really enjoyed rewatching it.
Yeah. It is one that I watched as a teen and then probably watched it once or twice in student houses.
Yeah.
Just something you can chuck on.
It's very easy to just binge it.
Yeah.
It just, it's all really self-contained. It was nice watching it now, I think, of like, I feel like it's the first time I watched it since I've like been properly like involved in comedy, and I'm just like, this is good. Like, it's just nicely structured, and all of it is like, that's a good line, that's a good bit. I like the way they like seed a bit that'll come back in the plot later. You're just like, it's nice.
It's just
satisfying.
It's not overtly clever. Like some sitcoms, you're like, if this feels written, and it feels like comedy writers have written this as a clever joke.
Yeah,
but it's like it's very sort of vulgar and crass. But it's like in terms of the structure, it's actually really good writing.
Yeah, it is good.
If you haven't watched The Inbetweeners, check it out.
Yeah,
you know all about the dads. Get to know all the other characters too.
Yeah. Any? I don't know. Do we need to sum up anything? Any updates?
It was Rostio Rooftop.
Yeah, we had the
night.
first Rostio.
That was good.
That was nice. First one on the roof. That was lovely. It was like 60 people in the end.
I was thinking this will go out.
It'll go out very soon. Yeah,
just before the next one, actually.
Yes. So come down to that every Tuesday this summer. We are going to be on the rooftop comedy shows every single Tuesday. It's going to be so nice. They're really nice.
Edinburgh previews.
You're going to see a whole show being worked out. You're going to see stuff that's not going to make it to Edinburgh. It's exciting. They're pretty much ready in July. Yeah. That's why I do it as close to the fringe as possible. So then they're nearly there. But you see a bit of, it's a bit more chop and change in, like a bit more fun.
It's cool to see the process.
Yeah. It's nice. They got a bit of notes. They'll like talk to you. Yeah. Alex Kitson did a bit that is definitely not going to be in Edinburgh, where he just asked an American woman
what chef she knows,
which TV chefs from the UK she knew.
Yeah.
It's quite fun, actually. I quite enjoyed that as a bit of cultural exchange.
She didn't even know Mary Berry,
but she didn't know Paul Hollywood either, so that's fine.
Yeah,
I don't know what Americans know. Do you know what I mean?
Stay out of it.
That's happening. Then I'm going to Edinburgh in August, so you got a month if you're in Edinburgh now. That's where I'll be doing my show. All about unions. That's gonna be fun. You doing anything? You coming to Edinburgh?
Yeah, I'll go for a weekend or something, a long weekend.
Sweet.
Check out the vibes. I've never been.
You got to get involved, man.
Scotland,
it's so cool.
in general.
Last year, best show I saw, woman pissed in a cup straight away. She came out, pissed in a cup.
Yeah, hopefully there'll be more piss this year.
Yeah. That's the kind of thing you're going to see there. My show, I don't piss in a cup throughout the whole 50 minutes.
Yawn.
But there's other things going on. Little bits of wordplay and stuff.
It's more jokes.
Worth seeing.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think we're ready to wrap up.
Thank you very much for listening. If you've got any thoughts on the Inbetweeners, the dads,
let them know. No, let us know.
Let us know. Yeah, email the actors who played them and the writers.
Yeah.
No, email us at dadtouchpod@gmail.com.
Yeah, tell us your dad stories as well. We need some.
Thank you very much for listening.
See you next time.
Bye.